Shalom and good evening, friends. This week, we start our exploration into Judeo-Christian worldview and its impact on education. So I am wearing my appropriate Mary head covering so that I look just like Mary from the Bible. No? Don't see it? Okay. This week, you're going to be reading in our Philosophy of Christian School Education, page 155 to 263. So we're going back to that area that I promised you we were going to not miss. Additionally, we'll be reading in our Teaching Redemptively book, pages 127 to 155. Again, another hefty reading assignment, but we have all week to keep chewing away at it and learning more and more about being a Christian educator in today's times. In addition to your reading, please don't forget to respond to the discussion board. Some of our questions this week include the purpose of education, the task of a teacher, tasks of parents, and expectations from students that we see in our schools today. Additionally, I'm going to be posting all of the Impacts of Culture paper that our students have completed last week. This will give you an opportunity to read a peer's paper and learn about a different culture and their impact on education, as well as an opportunity to respond to the peer in the discussion board about what you've learned from that paper. So you have two options this week. You can respond not only to the discussion that's happening with my questions and peer-to-peer conversation, but you can also respond directly to a peer without a conversation thread starting about their paper and what you've learned from that, any interesting tidbits and facts. So those are your two options. I will be recording again the responses and watching in the dialogue to make sure that everyone's participating in a timely manner in our weekly discussion boards. Don't just wait till Sunday night to start chatting, because it's really hard for one person to post and have no one to talk to but me all week long. This week, we're going to be writing our Judeo-Christian worldview papers. The Judeo-Christian term was coming from America around the 1950s. This had a huge impact on American education and our founding fathers' designs for the government and their founding fathers of the educational system and their designs for how American education was run in the past and continues to be influencing it today. So you're going to have an opportunity to research a little bit about Judeo-Christian worldview, how it's impacting the historic American education and its current American education practices today. How do Christian schools align with this Judeo-Christian worldview? How do public schools align with this Judeo-Christian worldview? You might be surprised at your responses. Also, how do you prepare yourself as a Christian teacher to be ready to teach in any sort of setting that supports those worldviews or does not? This paper needs to be the minimum of 5 pages. So if you want to write 25 pages, please feel free. I can't wait to read it. Minimum of 5 pages, single-spaced, 12-point font, APA format, you know the drill, and make sure you give me a works cited page. Please don't just check the internet and the Wikipedia sites for your information, but go into some journals and some databases, get some books out, and really start to research Judeo-Christian worldview and its impact on American education and what this means for you as a teacher in America. If you have any questions, please feel free to call me or send me a text. I also have 3 emails that I'm working to check. Most popular right now, I'm noticing, are the K-State email and the Hotmail email are a little bit easier for me to access. If you're sending something to Central Christian, I do drive into town to try and check those as often as possible. Have a great week.